Hello, this is Right Side Trader. Today is May 9th, 2025, and this is my weekly market review. We're reviewing the Dow 30, that's DIA, on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. This is all for educational purposes only, no trade recommendation, because as we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading, so please check with your financial advisor, please check with your significant other, and make sure trading is something that is suitable for you. All right, let's jump over here to these charts and see what we see this week. Boom, boom. We still see red on the Dow. The Dow didn't get back above pivot this week. It's still hanging out below pivot on this quarterly chart. It's still acting like it maybe still wants to go down. It had a big push back up and all, but it just cannot get back above pivot and all. But we got a long ways to go on those yearly pivots. Let's just see. So I expect us by the end of the year maybe be back above. But let's go down to this monthly chart and see what we see on this monthly chart. On this monthly chart, we are still below the 9-10 moving average, so technically we are still in a bear market. We are forming, again, this is the second week now into May, and we are still forming a bullish harami, on this high time frame, but only 2 weeks into the month. Let's just go ahead and get down to the end of the month and see what it looks like then. But if this ends up staying this way, but the rest of this month staying inside of this previous red candle and all, and staying green and not actually getting above this previous red candle, we will have a bullish pattern, and it may look like this market is getting ready to actually turn around. But let's go ahead and go down to the weekly chart and see what we see there. On this weekly chart, it's just like the other indexes. It could not get back above the 50 moving average. This time the Dow came up and kissed the 50 and bounced back down. This is my 50 moving average right here. It came up and kissed it and all, and then ended up pushing back down and closing below the 50 and all. So that's what we see here and all. This is showing that this supply in here still has plenty of supply, still willing to sell and all, and really not ready for this market to head back up. So be careful, be mindful of your trading plans and your trading strategies at this time, and trade accordingly. Let's go ahead and go down to the daily chart and see what we see there and wrap this on up. Zoom in here a little bit on this daily chart. And what happened here on this daily chart is today, I was watching this. Like I said, I didn't have a chance to trade today. I had other things going on. But I was in front of the computer while the market was closing, and then was wondering if I was going to trade, and I said, no, I'm not used to being in front of the computer at this time actually trading. So I said, I'll just watch. And just watching, we can see how right now, what's that candle pattern? My candle pattern, people? That's a bearish engulfing. That means that now we'll be looking to see if we're going to actually get a confirmation of that candle pattern to the downside, and that's why I'm saying be mindful of your trading plans and your trading strategies and trade accordingly. Look like we might, this is the pivot right here on the Dow here, look like we might end up opening right at pivot. We might open below pivot, and if we open up in this area, I would expect the market actually maybe trade down to this point, this little area right here where this market has shot out of here and all. Might act as a little support again once it comes down to here, or we might end up coming down to a support 2 level. Again, this is where we had a lot of green, and this market ended up shooting out of here. So we got to just see if this market is going to actually drop, or is this going to fake us out, and then we're going to end up going up somewhere into this area here. But that's what we kind of, again, market, that's what it does. It's going to go up, it's going to go down, or it's going to go sideways. And that's what I see here. That's pretty much it. But with this bearish pattern right here, it's leaning more towards the downside. So we got to be careful here. And that's it. That's all I really want to share at this time. This is Right Side Trader. Hope you guys had a great week. Hope you guys have a great weekend. And I'll talk to you next week. Have a good one. Bye.